crop is growing, you find that it needs top dressing, because what happens is when you put your basal fertilizer and in the seed itself, it has got nutrients which establishes a crop, but to a certain level the crop now it uses up the nutrients which are in the basal fertilizer and as well as in the seed itself. So because it decomposes, and as it decomposes it provides nutrients. But you know, when it comes to top dressing, when do you go in and top dress? If you're in sandy soils, you find that your crop, even as young as it is, you need to come in with top dressing. In heavy soils, you find a crop can establish to a knee height up to about 4 weeks without requiring any top dressing. So really, in heavy soils, you can go in with a once-off application. If you're, example, if you are thumb sucking or using general recommendations, if you are using 400 kgs per hectare, if you are in heavy soils, you can use 400 kgs per hectare at one application. But if you are in sandy soils, it is highly advisable to split your top dressing. It's either into 2 or 3 applications. And when we are talking of split application, which is 2 applications, you say maybe at 2 weeks or 3 weeks from emergence, you go in with 200 kgs per hectare, which you apply in your crop. And then as your crop is growing, 3 weeks later or 4 weeks later, if you go in, say at 2 weeks, you can say 4 weeks later, you can come in with your second top dressing of another 200 kgs per hectare. But if you have done it in 3 weeks time, and then at 7 weeks, you come in with another top dressing of 200 kgs, and at the end of the day, after your 2 applications, you should have applied a total of 400 kgs per hectare. That's split top dressing. We don't say if you split, you say 400 to give it 800. No, it's 200 to give it 400. If you're in heavy soils, it's one application, which is 400 kgs at one go. And it is again advisable that at 4 weeks, because of the weather change, you know, the climate change, you find that you need to mitigate, you know, the dry spell, and this can be done by cultivating. You know, some people can put a ripper in between, and then you rip in between the 2 rows, and as you rip, as the water rains, you are encouraging more water to come in, you're encouraging more capillary action to come out, and then at least it will be providing enough moisture or conserving enough moisture for your crop as it is growing. And you can use a cultivator specifically for that. There are some ox-drawn cultivators, and there are some tractor cultivators as well, or a ripper, as I've said earlier on. This is another method of addressing the issues of climate change. So top dressing is very critical in order to maintain the potential yield of our crop per given area.